What does a Magic Academy anime look like when the protagonist literally cannot cast a single spell?
Like, at all. Not a little weak. Not late bloomer. Zero.
0. 6 years at the academy, no magic. The institution wants him gone.
Bro, that's the show?
That's the show. Wistoria, Wand and Sword. Season 1, 12 episodes, and Season 2 is airing right now, so this is the one you start. The other thing worth knowing? Original concept is by Fujino Omori, the Danmachi guy.
Oh.
So the dungeon floors as stakes thing is in the DNA from the jump.
Wait. Danmachi is about the dungeon. This is about the school?
Both. The school is where the credits live. The dungeon is where you earn them. School by day, dungeon by night. That's the loop.
Okay, college. But you can die.
College, but you can die. And our guy, Will Surfert, is 6 years in and graduating without a single spellwork credit.
6 years?
6 years. He's the senior who watched everyone else leave.
Okay, but I have to ask the loud version of this. Isn't this every isekai? Weak protagonist, secretly OP, breaks the system?
I'd push back on that. He's not secretly OP. He's got a sword, a body, a memory. He fights monsters with study and reflexes. The school just refuses to count any of that as legitimate.
So the premise is the politics.
Premise is the politics, exactly.
Okay, walk me through where this thing starts.
Worst possible classroom moment. Edward, the professor who openly wants Will expelled, calls him up to demonstrate spellwork in front of the class.
And he's got nothing.
He's got nothing. Watch the line the show ends the scene on.
Bro, the magic is absolute thing. That's the show telling you what world you're in.
It's the institution naming itself out loud. This is what we measure with. You don't measure.
Brutal.
And then in the same episode, Shion, the heir to a fire mage noble house, Will's main bully, runs ahead of him to a dungeon kill, trying to get Will expelled.
Wait, why?
Pure spite. Grab the credit kill before Will can. Get Will flunked out by the deadline.
And it goes wrong for Sion.
A sentinel shows up, way out of floor. 10 credit monster. Sion's pinned. Watch how Will resolve.
Okay, that's the show. That's the swap they're selling.
The kid who can't cast a spell can read a monster's tells in 2 frames and end it on 1 cut.
Sword, body, memory.
Sword, body, memory.
Okay, quick beat episode 2. Edward pulls Will through a formal expulsion test. Land a hit on me or you're out.
And Will lands the hit, slices through Edward's magic, grazes him from above.
2 strikes. 2 months later, the festival is announced. Okay, we're a few episodes in. What pulls the season into its first big arc?
The Grand Magic Festival. Biennial event. Scouts from the Tower. 4 factions competing. Career defining for any 6th year.
And Will doesn't want to enter.
Will doesn't want to enter. Burned by the last festival, working 3 jobs, fine staying behind the scenes.
Until
episode 4. He's working the night shift at a dwarven tavern. Julius, the Ice Mage Golden Boy of the Year, walks in looking for trouble.
Hold on, dwarves.
Dwarves. The show has a whole stratified races thing. Dwarves treated as second class, elves admired, no talents like Will at the bottom. The tavern is a dwarven place, and Will likes the people who run it.
And Julius does the racism speech.
Julius does the racism speech, and Will
取り消してほしいその侮辱なんだとドワーフの豆は不毛の大地で名を育てられた知恵の結晶
Yo, he's iced in place and still telling Julius the dwarves' beans are the culmination of dwarven wisdom. They froze him and he kept the speech.
And it pivots the whole festival arc. Started as a career thing, get scouted, ascend the tower. Now Will's entering specifically to make Julius apologize to the dwarves.
Career stakes to ethical stakes. Same arc, new spine.
Same arc, new spine. The show starts arguing instead of just hyping.
Okay, so they actually run the festival. What clicks?
2 beats. First, episode 6. Will and Scion get put on the same crown attack squad, and Scion turns on Will mid-event, demands a duel.
Why? They're teammates.
That's the question. Will refuses to swing on him. Scion finally cracks open.
ようやく僕を見たな。落ちこぼれ。潰てよ。
Oh, hold on. So all that bullying, 5 years of it, was him wanting to be Will's friend? That's so messed up. That's so real.
It's the move the show keeps making. The bullying was wounded longing for recognition. He didn't have a frame for, this kid I can't beat is also someone I'd want to be near. So it came out as contempt.
Recognition.
Recognition. That theme runs under most of the rivalries. Not the only one, but the loudest.
Okay, and then episode 7, that's the duel.
Episode 7 is the duel. Will versus Julius. Crown attack final. Whole scout box watching.
And Julius pulls something nuts.
Julius drops El Glace Frosse. 12 secret ice spells originally created by the Magia Vander Alfaria. Specifically the first one, Ars Vice, which makes ice clones of himself.
And he's not supposed to know it.
It's literally Alfaria's signature. Inventing it would mean he reached the heights of a Magia Vander on his own. That's his pitch to the scouts, in real time.
But there's a tell.
There's a tell.
Oh, that's crazy. He clocked the temperature differential. The clones run colder than the caster. He read Julius's spell out of a thermal profile.
Wait, back up. Why would Will even know that?
Hit me.
Because he grew up with Alfaria. Same orphanage. He watched her invent the spell when she was 2 years old. He's the only person at the academy who actually knows it.
So, the credentialed top 3 guy is fronting on stolen craft.
And the no-talent kid is correcting him on it. In the stadium.
Live.
And the finisher is one cut. The core saves its loudest visual flourish for a single still frame.
That's the thesis statement of the season.
Embodied competence beating credentialed talent on credentialed talent's home court. Yeah, that's the thesis.
Okay, so festival's over. Will wins but doesn't win. The crown actually goes to Wignall's squad.
Right. Wignall, the polite elf transfer student, quietly grabbed it while everyone else was watching the duel.
And then the season pivots.
All student praxis. Lower dungeon floors temporarily unlocked. Big credit dump available. Real fatality risk. Liana, Miss Perfect, top Thunder Mage of the Year, Night House heir, invites Will to her squad.
Wait, Liana invites Will?
Her family is one Magia Vander seat from collapse. She needs a Magia Vander track. She's done watching from the top of the class.
And the squad?
Liana, Wignall, Scion, and Julius.
Julius is on the squad?
Julius is on the squad. After the loss, he's been doing dishes at Gina's tavern as punishment. The show is careful. That's humbling, not humiliating. And now he's back.
Wild. And Colette tags along.
Colette tags along. Will's first defender at the academy. Earth Mage, daughter of a fallen noble house. 5-person invited squad, plus her.
Okay, what goes wrong?
The 10th floor boss is dead before they get there. Something stronger ambushed it. The floor cracks open under them. They fall to floor 11. High mage only territory.
And they get separated.
3 pairs. Will with Wignall, Liana with Colette, Sion with Julius. Monsters everywhere.
And Wignall has been the polite, reserved elf the whole show.
And on floor 11, alone with Will, that fronting collapses.
僕は落ちこぼれなんだ。僕だけなんだ。6年もかけておきながら学院に残っているのは、他のエルフは例外な。
Bro, the polite elf with the festival win is calling himself a disgrace. That hits different.
And the show's whole thesis comes back through someone who isn't Will, the inferior elf with the wrong kind of magic. Will gets to reframe it from the other side now.
He gets to be the encouragement guy.
He gets to be the encouragement guy. And the no talent thesis is now arguing in someone else's voice. And this is where we stop.
We're at episode 10 of 12.
Episode 11 and 12 are yours to find. What we can tell you is what's stacked on the board going in.
Okay, no events, just wait.
Wait. The squad is on a floor they shouldn't be on, against a problem students at their level shouldn't survive. And the heist plot that's been running underneath everything finally surfaces.
Heist plot?
Adults, not students. The dungeon collapse was not a dungeon collapse. Someone wanted that floor opened.
And the squad just fell into someone else's job.
The squad just fell into someone else's job. That's all I'll say about events.
Okay, and craft-wise?
Craft-wise, the core holds back its loudest visual flourish for the finale. And the emotional load lands on the moment Will breaks, not the moment he wins.
That's the trick the festival arc finisher was practicing for.
That's exactly what it was practicing for. They paid the bill in episode 7.
Don't tell me more.
Not telling you more.
Okay, back to your question. What does a Magic Academy anime look like when the kid can't cast at all?
It looks like an argument with the genre. Every Magic Academy show says, late bloomer, hidden potential, watch him unlock it. This one says, no, he's not unlocking. He's bringing the receipts of a different definition of competence. And the world has to update around him, not the other way.
Bro, that's the pitch. That's the pitch right there.
If you want a Magic Academy show that fights its genre's class problem from underneath, with action set pieces that pick their big swings instead of throwing them, this is the one to start.
And important, this is season 1 of 2. Season 2 is airing right now, so the timing is real. You finish S1, the next chunk is live.
Fresh core timing. Doesn't happen that often.
Caveats?
The back half cools off a little. Fan threads flagged some pacing and CG complaints in the praxis arc. Festival Run is the core's high watermark.
Fair, not a deal breaker.
Not a deal breaker.
Alex, you're gonna read the manga, aren't you?
On the next run, audiobook only.
Knew it. Okay, verdict for me. Start it.
Start it. Don't read the source first. Watch episode 7 and decide whether the form of the win is what you want from this kind of show.
If episode 7 works on you,
the rest will too.
all right, go watch the festival arc. Come back and tell us if Julius made you mad. Take care of each other. See you on the next one.